Okay, this is right up my alley. Oh, yes. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dave Bramage Rocks channel. All right, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to be discovering a brand new band for the very first time, and this is going to actually be a random reaction. What a random reaction is on this channel is a band that I just happened to see on my feed that looked intriguing, and I wanted to check them out. So it wasn't recommended, it wasn't requested or anything like that, or suggested to me by any comments or anyone on my social feeds or anything like that. This just happens to be a band that I happen to scroll through and see and saved on my watch list, and now we're finally getting to it. And the reason why I found this band, because I do follow Napalm Records and all the bands that go through the Napalm record label. And this band, Vision of Atlantis, kept popping up, all right? So I saved the song, but I also realized that they just released a brand new song too. So with these random reacts, I don't know where to go. I have no suggestions. I don't know what's good, what's not, or what people love about the band or don't love about the band. So I'm going into this 100% blind. But what I decided to do for this one is we're going to do two songs. I'm going to do something old and something new. So the song that I chose that we're going to watch first came out April 18th, 2018, and it's called The Deep and the Dark. And this is the official music video. And then we're going to dive into something new. Actually, one of the more recent releases called Hellfire that was released June 16th, 2025. So I know nothing about the band. I don't know who's in it. I don't know what they do or any of that stuff, but I did kind of look ahead just so I had an idea what I was getting into. And I saw a quick overview on them for just doing a simple search of the name. Was Visions of Atlantis is an Austrian symphonic metal band from Styria, founded in 2000. Inspiration came from both successful Finnish symphonic metal band Nightwish and from the myth of Atlantis, as well as a pirate theme in recent albums. And that is actually all I needed to know. So I'm very intrigued. If we're going to be listening to some symphonic pirate metal, I'm in. Are you ready? Me too. Let's discover for the first time ever on this channel, Visions of Atlantis. Here we go. Yeah, so quick reminder again, random reaction, never heard of the band, don't know anything about them, just happened to pop up, and I'm doing this all on my own, so I know nothing about them, so keep that in mind as we go through this. The Deep and the Dark, released April of 2018. Let's roll, y'all. Discovering a new band. Okay. Whoa. Ooh. Oh, I was like, okay, when's the pirate thing come in? Okay, aside from that, if this is your first time to this channel, number one, welcome. Number two, you might have noticed me showing my arm, and I do that quite often in this channel. It's because if a song actually gives me those chills and those goosebumps, I'm not afraid to show it. And look, they're still there, and they were going all the way up my arm. This is, how do I say it? Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I didn't know if we're going to get like the raw medals. I mean, we still might, because now I'm seeing two. We got two front people here, the lady and the guy. But this is just clean and melodic, and the symphonic metal still in the background. So now I know why they draw inspiration from Nightwish. I can totally see it there, because yeah, very similar themes there for this band, and I absolutely love it. Number two, I have a Spotify playlist called Dane Bramage Rocks, which you can follow. The link is down below. I guarantee this song is already going on there, because goosebumps right at it. It's going on the list. So let's continue to discover. That melody is so good. There we go. Nice. Yo. So now I'm willing to bet that their songs are themed. Well, that sounds like a neat song. Okay, so obviously have no idea what's going on. Outside of that, that song was very gorgeous, melodic. I was wondering if that dude was going to be a screamer or a grunter, but they both just kind of held to the clean vocals. Not to say there didn't. There's only one song of many that they have. But I'm going to have to go on a limb and say that there's a theme from all the songs that they did maybe on this album. It kind of makes sense to me, like tells the story, right? So I'm probably not doing myself any favors by doing something from 7 years ago and then jumping forward to today, because I'm going to be missing a lot of gaps. But that's okay. Random reaction, I will catch up, because so far I'm loving everything I'm hearing, and I kind of want to keep up with this band. But let's go ahead and jump into the next one. All right, so yeah, Hellfire, like I said, released fairly recently, June 15th or 16th, 2025. So we're definitely jumping around here, but yeah, let's see what else I got. Let's roll. This is great. Kind of a cool comparison contrasting too. The production value is instantly higher. Now this is definitely pirate themed. Yes! Oh my god.
I cannot believe it took me years to see the light. I was so confused by twisted words and filthy lies. I trusted all the voices I was hearing all along. The whispers of the demons that wanted me to drown.
To the ones who never were defeated when they hunt us night and day. To the ones who always were mistreated, that's the only way for us to take revenge. Hellfire! Burn, burn, burn!
Hold your breath,
Woo!
make it in the yellow, watch the dying world. Let them all scream, burn, fire.
Okay, this is right up my alley. Oh, yes. Now this is metal, and not discrediting the first song by any means, because I absolutely love it. And you saw the instant goosebumps were there. I mean, shoot, this one, these are here too for this one. But man, this just came out like bam, hellfire. I was like, yes. And that drummer. Again, I don't know anyone in the band yet, and if after this, stick around for the wrap up, and I'll get introduced to the band and all the things and figure out what's going on here. But that drummer's got some awesome feet, because I'm just hearing just with his feet, and he's just doing great. So love this band already. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this one for sure. This is a great discovery and random reaction.
This is how I used to live, feeling all alone. I'm glad that I found my will and strength to carry on. But now they'll taste my anger, for I know where I belong.
To the ones who never stop believing there is more to life than this.
Nice.
To the ones who never chose to cave in, we all know the way. Traitors make amends. Hellfire! Burn, burn, burn!
Hold your breath, pull the trigger. Burn, burn, burn. Make it
Hellfire! Burn, burn, burn!
in the yellow, watch the dying world. Let them all scream, burn, fire.
Woo! She's got a gorgeous voice, by the way. I know I'm going on and on about it. I'm not even talking about the front woman here, but stunning. Both songs I've heard, she's just got this clean, crisp vocal, and I love it. And so, yeah, I mean, we carry on, but this is it. This is the song I was hoping to hear, and this is fantastic. Ooh, there we go. That was badass. That is a symphonic metal song if I've ever heard one. Holy cow. That drew me in. That's it. I always let the credits roll as well. Nice. Good job, Visions of Atlantis. Oh my god. I needed that song. Oh, that was so good. So good. Yep, that one's also going in the Dane Bramage Rocks Spotify playlist because that is right up my alley. That was awesome. Did hear the symphonics in the back, the symphony in the background. Great metal song. Had the guitar solo and everything. I mean, to a T, right up my alley for this channel. But I still know nothing about them. So let's do that. Stand by for the wrap up. I absolutely love doing random reactions, discovering new bands and groups just like that, because it's so cool to make these discoveries. And from what I'm learning, they have been around for a very, very long time. We'll get to that in a second. So with the random reacts, I actually, believe it or not, a couple bands that I have discovered doing that, one being Battle Beast and another one being Beyond the Black. So I've discovered some phenomenal, metal genres and bands just doing these random blind reactions, and that was phenomenal. That one's here to stay. So something cool to note, this is from the Deep in the Dark video that we just watched, the first one, straight from their YouTube video. With the Deep in the Dark, Visions of Atlantis, one more set sails to oceanic mists and the eternal dream of the sunken continent. So they are telling a story, so it seems. But this was a long time ago, so who knows where they are in the storyline. The varied and fascinating voice of Clementine Delany provides a hauntingly beautiful duets with Siegfried Sammer's classic power metal infusions, embodying the symphonic metal cake. From the Grandoi album to the title track Deep in the Dark, folklore elements of Ritual Night to the up-tempo juggernaut Return to Lemura, Visions of Atlantis round off their facets with this mystical adventure. But this album would not be complete without a bewitching ballad. The Last Home belongs to one of the most memorable songs these Austrians have ever composed. Join the pirate party and sing along while the wind blows strong on her sails, and do not miss the next Armada shows. So it seems that they 100% sing a theme, and I wonder if each album has a different theme towards a long-term goal of finding something. I mean, it's pirates. That's what they do. They go out, find new land, pillage, do all the things that they do, and they seem to be singing about that. So we started off with a ballad. Okay, not bad. So I got to see that side of them right out of the gate, and then we got into the metal that I absolutely love and feature on this channel. And from what I'm gathering, I believe, and catch me if I'm wrong and throw it in the comments below, an Armada, that might be their boat name, maybe. And when you have a boat that has a name, you say to the boat, and then it goes to a different area, and that's what they call their tours. Who knows? Their armadas are sailing to different continents and putting on shows and something like that. But jumping over here to their website, let's get introduced to the bands. We are pirates, we conquer. So as we just saw in the video there in the description, Clementine Delany is the lead vocals. Her nationality is French, and then the other vocal is Michael Guiatoli. He's also the other lead vocal. He's Italian. And then the three Austrians in the band, you have Thomas Kasser on drums, Christian Dusha on guitar, and then Herbert Gloss on bass. And I actually did jump over here because I wanted to see their releases. If I counted this right, they have, I think, 12 albums, 15 total if you count the lives, but it's just they'll come up with an album, then they'll sing it live on a tour and then release that as well. But they have right here 15 different albums, some of them being live. So here's Deep in the Dark 2018, then there's here Deep in the Dark live, then you have Old Roots and New Waters from 2016, Ethra from 2013, Delta from 2011. They have a couple from 2011. It looks like Trinity from 2007, which I'm assuming that's where the Deep in the Dark came from, since that's when, no, that doesn't make sense. I already said that, self-titled album. Anyway, Castaway 2004, they got Eternal Endless Infinity from 2002, and then the Armada Live Over Europe 2025, which is their most recent release. And I thought we said, there it is, the Deep in the Dark. I just said that. And Deep in the Dark Live was the first song and title track that the album that had us discover this band. But nonetheless, made a new discovery on this channel. And I believe they're here to stay. but I don't know where to go next. So if you're watching me because of the discovery of Vision to Atlantis, or you know more about the band and it's your first time to the channel, let me know what's next. Leave me those comments. What do you think of it? What do you think of the band? What should I discover? What are some of their bigger songs? What's some of their like more fun themes? I got to learn all the things. And this is where I come to you guys and ask for help. And if this is your first time to the channel, dig around, because I got a lot of other symphonic metal bands that I just happen to follow and feature on this channel as well. And you might actually like what you see. And if you do those things for me, everybody. All right. Thank you again for watching this one more time. That was Visions of Atlantis with their songs The Deep in the Dark, which released April 18th, 2018. And then we followed that up with Hellfire, which released June of 2025. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, keep on rocking.